I'm ready.
Oh, I'm glad you are because we're live. Well done. Oh, Craig's in. That's a start.
Hmm.
Hi. So, what has everybody been up to this week apart from being too hot?
Being too hot.
Yeah, it's having fun at work.
Having fun at work.
Hmm. There was a
Craig.
truck fire on Thursday.
What'd you use to start the fire? Oh,
Spending too much money on concentrates. Cheers, Craig.
I said I want to talk. I would say have a cart ready for concentrates. I wanted to see what he got you to buy before I buy my stuff, so I need to add to it.
No, I just went through and bought what I thought looked.
How much coconut custard concentrate did you buy, Bill?
Not much.
Bullshit.
Oh, you bought one from them?
I only bought another 3. I didn't buy any from Nom Noms because
Hey, Martin.
it's cheaper
Martin.
for
Hi, Martin.
Alchemist Cupboard. Hi, Martin.
Yeah.
Alchemist Cupboard.
But they have different, more flavors.
But what I bought was flavours that I can't get from Alchemist Cupboard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just ones that look like they might be interesting to try. Well,
I did have a smell of the bubbleberry one that I bought that I mixed up the other day or a couple of weeks ago, which smelled quite nice because I put some sweetener in it. It's only been another couple of days. But I put some more sweetener in the coconut custard. That wasn't quite sweet enough, and some more sweetener in the raspberry coconut custard I mix.
you see, I don't find I need any sweetener in most of the custards.
Oh, you were having fun this morning, weren't you? You were ready.
Whoa. This is not mine. This is not me.
No, I can tell it's you. You know how? My beard never stays that straight. I can never get it to.
It was not me.
Bill.
Wasn't me.
It was.
I can guarantee would be probably freaking Martin.
It could be somebody else, maybe in chat. It's not my place.
Well.
It's not my place to divulge who it could be. But it's very well done.
A daily basis.
We just try to out you on the things you get up to at the weekends.
If half the things y'all have suggested I get up to, I actually did. I've been locked up like 15 times already.
All I'm going to say is you are in Ohio, okay? Let me think about this. To the
Southeast.
Yep, southeast of you.
It's legal.
It's legal.
Why do you know that?
We looked it up yesterday.
Oh,
it is legal.
I'm actually no. Take the pissing aside. I'm kind of concerned for both of your male sakes. You actually went and looked that up.
No, what we're more concerned about is that you have family over in that county.
I don't have family down that way.
So what? We're not accusing anyone, but we're sort of saying.
So you're trying to insinuate that I am how I am for certain reasons. Is that what we're saying?
Well, we are saying that
See, Bill, just go for it.
That maybe there are certain things that have happened that are legal and okay in your neck of the woods.
I have a feeling really creepy banjo music is playing through your mind right now.
There's banjo come into this, and what you get up to in your holler, it's up to you.
I'm not that southern. I don't have a holler.
And as Martin pointed out last night, necrophilia is perfectly legal.
See, I'm not surprised that comment came out of Martin. I'll be honest. That he knows things that no one should know.
Yeah, until it's perfectly legal till some rotten cunt splits on you.
Too far.
Bill.
Could have at least waited till Lee got in here. Lee's not arrived yet.
Oh, no, now he shows up and be like, Lee, you got to go back a couple minutes. Fuck's sake.
There is nothing wrong with having hobbies, Tyler. Nothing at all.
Hey, you're the one that's, from that lovely area over there that seems to be really friendly with everybody. So, damn French. Oh, sorry.
Apparently, Mel's looking for a camel.
Oh, because she posted that photo with that safari-looking hat on there, and I was like, "You better watch out for them camels you got there in the they spit at you. Be careful."
Fucking camel. Honestly,
probably one of my favorite lines from watching Aladdin as a kid. Watch out, they spit.
They do.
Although llamas are worse.
And Tyler does need to know a lot about animals.
This is true.
So why do you know so much about llamas, Bill?
I worked at a zoo.
Do I want to know what the job title was? Did you have to dress up as a giant panda to help the other pandas make more pandas? That's all I'm asking. No. Okay.
No.
Why does it just get Dr. Evil's voice saying evil petting though?
Stop hunting the laser, mini-me.
We do not gnaw on our kitty. A little bit no.
Actually, I didn't work on the zoo side. I worked on the fun fair that was attached to it.
Bill the Carney. That makes more sense.
I was a carny for 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, mate.
Evening, shipwreck.
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Right. On to serious things now. The fact that there has been a study done on something Bill and I were talking about. That makes it sound like we were involved, but we weren't.
I said they weren't listening to Bill and Matt when they had the study done.
But we were talking about this kind of in a way for a couple of years.
I've been bringing it up in bits for years.
Yes, which is about the fact that research has now been taken place that 8 psychiatric disorders, including ADHD and anorexia, schizophrenia, bipolar, manic disorders, are now reckoned to be caused. The root of those causes goes back to cell mutation. So I'm just quickly reading through it to remember some of it myself.
It's a protein. It's a protein chain and an enzyme.
Yeah,
but it was the same enzyme protein chain to start with that had, from what they're seeing so far, all this sort of kind of stemmed from. Obviously, there's still different disorders. They still need to be treated, specifically to their needs and all that. But
no, that doesn't mean they're all the same. It means
that they stem from. Yeah.
They all have the same root cause and triggers.
Yeah. The cures or treatments are all different because they all vary. The disorders all vary. You can't treat somebody with ADHD with the same medication as schizophrenia. Well, you could.
Yes,
but
you could. I mean,
I mean,
interesting
in
results.
America, you probably would, and it
They
wouldn't
probably
do any
have.
good. But what it does prove is that a lot of these disorders have similarities, and that they come, and it also proves that they come genetically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means you can blame your parents for it.
And all the people that go, well, the environmental stimulus caused my kid to have autism. No,
No.
it fucking didn't.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Some of the autistic spectrum disorders come under this. Are also triggered by this same protein and genome.
It's definitely a very interesting study. Yeah, it definitely is, Michael.
Yeah.
Depression is definitely hereditary. Have you got your new medication yet, Mike? Or exactly, Martin? Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Martin.
It's quite an interesting study. I don't know if you've seen the study. If you haven't, Martin, I'll send you it over. But it's an interesting study because it opens that door that the study, especially with the sort of bipolars, similarities between bipolar and schizophrenia, that is very similar. Very, very similar.
Same goes with Asperger's, though.
Yeah.
But it's like I found out when I started on this regime. It's used in a lower dose, but the same medication regime helps with Asperger's syndrome as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it depends on how badly you have Asperger's.
Well, sure. I mean, it quite literally is a spectrum. That's why I hate people. Everybody that has Asperger's, autism, it's the same thing. No, it's very much so not. Some are completely nonverbal. Some can't handle anything.
It shows that some of these conditions that are classed as psychological aren't the psychiatric.
Yeah.
Asperger's isn't psychological after all. It's psychiatric.
Yeah.
But they thought it was a psychological disorder.
Yeah.
Now the issue will be getting the psychiatrists and doctors in the NHS to actually listen to this study.
Yeah, your biggest problem is there were a lot of psychiatrists who tried to deny the existence of things like Asperger's syndrome.
Like, full stop. Just say, oh, this isn't a real thing.
Oh, yeah. They just tried to say it's not real.
So, fingers in the ears, close the eyes, la la la, it's not real.
That opens up an interesting question, Martin. A very interesting question, like Martin's just said there. We'll just put it up to people. Okay. Is gene manipulation a good idea?
Not until you've got a definite medical concern.
I always saw this posh bullshit of, I want my kids' eyes to be this color, so I'm going to go in and mess with their genetic makeup. No.
Well, there's two sides to this, you see. There's the gene side of it that we're talking about. Whereas if you could diagnose somebody while they're a fetus, they're a baby in the mother's stomach, and you could say, yes, this child has all of the markers for possible schizophrenia or bipolar or Asperger's or ADHD, or if you could predict that, you could treat them from a younger age. Great.
Yeah.
The issue I have with it, and it was started in America, and I totally disagree with, is designer babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a difference
Moral.
with health, and obviously Martin will be able to say more
Obviously,
about
health and safety is not the same as you want to be particular about.
But when you talk about the practicing of doctors who are treating people and predicting illnesses and dealing with illnesses, that's fine. When you've got doctors, America, who are making money from this, and celebrities, Brad Pitt, and people like that are going in saying, I want our baby to have blue eyes and red hair or whatever. Sorry, I don't agree with that. That is something that should, if a baby comes out as a baby comes out, that's it.
I mean,
If
I think that's the same idea. I mean, it's not the same thing, obviously, but it is the same lines of, well, I think that this race or this genetic makeup of person is the better of all the different versions there are in the world. So we're just going to kind of narrow it down to this. So now we're going to genetically go in utero and genetically change people to all be just how they should be. No.
The problem is, if you do that, you start throwing in a little theory called Heisenberg's indeterminacy principle.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And Heisenberg's indeterminacy principle says we mess with people's genes too much, Heisenberg's going to get you back. You don't know where, you don't know how.
Tyler, we're not talking about Breaking Bad here.
I've never even seen Breaking Bad, but no, you have to understand. I've actually been doing a lot of research. Funny enough, Matt, all my college courses lately have started transferring into the schizophrenic brain the last couple of days.
Well, the Heisenberg indeterminacy principle. You know, we've been genetically messing with food.
Well, some countries more than
others. Yeah.
America,
they mess with food. Some over here, it's not even food anymore.
America, most noticeably. The thing is, at some point, according to Heisenberg's theory, that's going to turn from a food to a poison.
Yeah.
Which it already has. If you look at people that consume certain food things, in abundance. Oh, why do I have this, disorder or this kidney shutdown or this organ failure? Well, look what you're technically putting in your body. Look how bad all the food coloring has been for us for decades.
Yeah. America did the most disgusting thing ever. They had two crops. One was organically raised soybean. The other was genetically modified soybeans, which they genetically modified to make it resistant to certain pests.
Yeah.
Americans. Oh, no, insects. Got you.
Yeah.
50.
Aphids, mites, that type of thing. The thing is, in every other country, those two crops are being separated.
Yeah.
In America, they threw them all into one big silo and mixed them up.
And gave them to the population.
Yep.
Which meant you genetically modified and organically raised crops.
And it's it's mixed, so it's all the crops. There's no way really being able to determine what the best food and hasn't been.
All of your soy crop is tainted.
Yeah, I remember that, Martin. I remember that obviously the study for the Down syndrome, which I think is a good study, but as you say, would it be used for nefarious purposes? Yeah.
Well, see, that's the other thing that bothers me about this. You're not only changing people's physical genomes and physical outcomes in utero and everything else. What would stop you while you're in there, maybe tinkering with certain other connectors in the brain and trying to make somebody think a different. I mean, I'm not saying how possible it is yet with science where it's at, but I'm not a scientist. I don't know. You know what I mean?
You can't really modify it. The brain is far too complicated.
Well, you've got a good point. We're back to the idea that the electroshock therapy would change someone's mental health.
That's not modifying. Right.
That's behavioral modification because you have to.
What you're on about is changing.
That's trying to burn out connections.
That's killing off connections. As the same thing they do with epilepsy as well. There's certain operations where they will remove a certain part of the brain, which will then help.
And Parkinson.
Yeah,
and it's also done with Parkinson.
Exactly. Modifying the brain to make somebody maybe more intelligent or more aggressive or more chilled or whatever. Oh. Theoretically,
put your tinfoil hat on, Matt. I know what you're thinking.
Theoretically, it is possible. Martin knows this far better than I do because I don't understand like the medical side to it as obviously as he does. So yes, you could, in theory. The theory is there. In practice,
that's what I was saying. I don't know as far as how much has been put into that, as far as any kind of study process, see what is possible and not. But there's enough things being done behind the scenes all over the world in a lot of different aspects. So it is possible, Is it likely? Hopefully not. But
if you want a potentially real but very scary science fiction book, read Frank Herbert's The Heisenberg Principle.
Yeah. We know for a fact that there have been studies done by medical people. I know you use the words loosely. Most of them were military-based medical people. Some were Russians, some were Americans. I think there were a few English ones as well who did studies into using genetics from apes and using genetics from humans and other species. This went on back in like Second World War. There were studies done.
The cross genetics cloning.
Genetic modification. I mean, if you really think about it, the Angel of Death, Dr. Mengele, the SS officer from Second World War.
Yeah.
Was the great-grandfather of genetic engineering. He was the man who you should be grateful, not you, but American women in Hollywood should be grateful to, because without him, they wouldn't be able to have Botox and changing eye colour and all of this shit. He was the man who invented it. Now, I'm not saying he was a good bloke because he also tortured a lot of people and did some pretty horrendous fucking things.
Right, but think about that. How many people in history have been the starters, whether it's something like that, medical-based, technology-based, whatever it is, their help that way society was one thing. There was advancements made. But most of the time, as a person, other things they did, they were pretty shitty people and doing things very dark and sadistic.
Well, I'm not going too deep into the Dr. Mengele thing because he did do some pretty, he did some dark shit.
More than questionable. Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Mengele did some pretty horrendous things. However, he was meticulous in his note keeping, which meant the learning that he did was maintained.
And where did those notes go?
America.
Probably in the bin because they opened up, read them, and said, "This doesn't make any sense."
No,
they didn't. They went to America.
I'll prove it to you again. NASA wouldn't exist if it wasn't for one man. And he wasn't fucking American.
Nope.
You had a rocket program because of Germany, of the Nazi. Yep. The Nazis created it.
Yeah.
If the war had gone on a few more years, they already had plans for a V3 rocket. They already had plans and heavy water industry. We got a bit off subject here, but we already had plans for nuclear weapons in 44, 45. So if it had gone on a couple more years,
Oh yeah.
the Second World War would have been nuclear.
Yeah.
And none of us would be here because they would have had this versus that, and everything's been gone.
But rather than getting rid of all of those things, America swept in and went, woohoo, we'll keep them.
Yeah.
Because it's greed again.
Oh, and the whole, well, we're the greatest country for this reason and that. No, you just seem to want to grab onto things, and most people say, hey, that's morally wrong. Let's not do that. Hey, we're going to keep it in the back cover just in case.
Yeah. It's the American military has a lovely saying, stolen valor.
They certainly did.
Which is very ironic, isn't it?
And who are the biggest country for just that thing?
Yeah.
They claim all these inventions that they stole. They stole from Britain, they stole from Germany, they stole from Russia.
Well, and we talked about before, and they fed the American people for the last 80 plus years all this bullshit of we did this and this and this, and people just believed it. No one questioned it. No one actually looked to see where things came from for the most part. They said, oh, cool, we're awesome, and just left it.
Thomas Edison put his name to more inventions than anybody else in American history. Thomas Edison never invented a thing in his life.
I was going to say, and he was responsible for none of it. I mean, wasn't one of his biggest ones from Nikola Tesla? Trying to go through there,
He stole from Tesla, he stole from Swan, he stole from I forgot the name of the guy.
Give us a clue.
Telephones.
Bell.
He stole from Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Edison tried to claim the invention of the telephone as well. All of these inventions were stolen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He did a great job of
I mean, he made himself look great in a certain history construct if you don't look at the actual truth.
Yeah. If you don't look at the truth.
Well, if you look at American history, he looks great. If you look at the truth, then he doesn't look great.
Well, no, you bring in like the truth of things, right? Now, obviously, there's been so much going on with the Great Cheeto that you get distracted because of the obscenities of different things happening day to day, right?
Very true, Michael. I agree with Michael's description of Edison.
Yeah, he was.
But so I never really got very far into reading the redacted files from everything that got released because, like I said, there's been so much other shit going on in the news. I just, you get distracted.
It had big words in it, didn't it?
Not just that. There's so many things just like the Kennedy assassination alone. When you look at proper film clips that weren't cut, weren't edited, weren't messed with, it's like, oh, that was very obvious what happened. Y'all couldn't just told us that in the beginning? Oh, no, because you were behind things and you were trying to cover things up and hush money and, well,
Fuck's sake, you didn't even invent the hamburger.
No.
No, that was, what was that originally?
He was German.
I wanted to say it was German.
The hot dog sausage.
German.
No, but I think we invented the American hot dog because no one else would eat that shit.
You just found a way of making it worse.
Cheaper.
The
American way, make it cheaper.
Of making something that should have been thrown in the bin edible. and,
Well-
palatable, and somehow palatable to people.
Well,
By
that's what the
taking
mustard
some-
and ketchup does.
And this isn't the country that sticks their nose up at good food like black pudding and haggis.
I'll tell you what, though, before I signed off in the chat yesterday, G did make me laugh. I'll eat it. But even as somebody from over here, don't fucking tell me I'm eating it till after I ate it, because I won't do it. That did make me laugh. Like, I enjoy it. He said black pudding's delicious. He said, but don't tell me what's in it when I'm eating it.
To be fair,
I've seen a couple of those videos, Martin.
Scotland actually, as a country, probably invented more than any other country in the world. If you actually look at the list of things Scotland as a country invented.
Well, again, it actually started there. Yeah.
An incredible
Well,
list.
If you go to the Tyne, you cut off the Tyne and go north.
I think that Geordie's would be a bit pissed off, but yeah, carry on.
But Swan was a Geordie.
That's a fair point. I think Mike's talking about you, Tyler.
I'm trying to figure out what American food he's referencing, or if he's got a whole different way he's going right now.
No, I think he's just referring to you.
Well, that's fucking rude.
Well, you do eat shit. You are a Yank. We haven't quite established whether you eat cum yet, but I have suspicions.
Again, and these are my friends. Anyway.
Friends are people who are honest with you.
Yeah.
And take every opportunity just to poke that bear just a little bit.
Exactly.
Well, everybody that something was wrong if nothing was said anyway.
We've talked about that, Craig. It's a good point. All the piss taken aside, if you guys actually stopped, I'd be concerned.
If you came in here and we were absolutely nice to you in every way,
I'd be asking how much you guys were dipping into the bottle before the show.
you wouldn't be able to answer it.
You'd be panicking.
Yeah, not even just me. I think chat would be panicking. They'd be like, "What are they about to do? This leads up to something. This cannot be just."
Very true, Martin. No, it's very true. So the American people, being serious,
No,
the American people are so brainwashed.
That's the point I was trying to make a minute ago. Of we've been told this and that about this being great, this being okay, this is better for you than that. This new version of this food is healthier than the old version. All that shit for so many years. Our food is not food.
Yeah, you've been lied to on every level.
How can we make cigarettes more addictive?
Well, I mean, think about the advertising price cigarettes were at one point. It was probably about, it might have been 6 months ago, whatever it was. I had to drive somewhere and then going through like the back country roads, like the old farmland. There was a barn that you could tell this advert had been painted on the side of this barn. Shut up, Matt. For, I'm not kidding you, probably 60 plus years, how faded the paint was. It was an old, I can't remember what brand. I think it was like Lucky Strike or something like that. But they went to this farmer however many years ago and paid him to paint on the side of his fucking barn a cigarette ad.
Yeah.
And it's still there.
The thing was, 60, 70 years ago, the technology used by the cigarette industry wasn't as bad as it is in the last 50 years.
No.
Well, no.
The thing was, all those years ago, though, Bill, you look at our adverts, UK, European-based adverts. We had adverts saying, blah, blah, whatever make, cigarettes, good for your health.
Oh, yeah, remember, good for your skin. They make you look cool. Look how awesome this celebrity looks walking down the beach with a cigarette in their hand, Oh, yeah.
I saw a thing the other day.
But this will kill you. No, bad.
No, I saw something the other day that was saying that Walt Disney, who was a chain smoker and
Oh,
he
absolutely.
died of lung cancer very quickly after it was diagnosed. Disney have photoshopped every cigarette out of his hand that
Oh,
he was
yeah.
holding.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's multiple. You'll see him, and you can see the way his hand is held and everything else, and you can
Yeah.
see where they removed just the cigarette.
Oh, there's also other allegations against him.
Hey, it's a small world, ain't robots, buddy.
I was referring to his secret club
Oh
Yes.
at Disneyland.
Yeah, and just think of the trouble.
and his head's still frozen in the freezer.
Just think of the trouble Van Halen got into for the 1984 album Slave.
Yeah.
An angel with a cigarette and 2 packs of cigarettes in front of it.
Yeah. And yet, when you think about it, that really, in the big scheme of things, is
It's
quite
really
an
minor.
innocent album. It's not really anything that
Well,
bad.
And think about the time frame the album was released. The cigarette culture was huge. You know,
Yes.
it was part of culture. I'm not saying it was, that might not have aged very well, like a lot of things over history, but it was appropriate for the time.
You were looking at a culture where 40% of adults smoked.
I mean, I understand I'm quite a bit younger than you guys are, but I still remember growing up and you go into restaurants and the first thing they would ask you, besides how many people do you have in your party, smoking or non-smoking. Yeah. Mind you, you could literally look 15 feet across the dining room and see the smoking area from the non-smoking.
It said smoking, non-smoking, but there was no partition.
Right.
So
no, there was a partition, but it was the kitchen.
Exactly.
No matter what, the cigarette smoke was going right into your food anyway.
Like Mike just said, sports, motorsports, football, all of the sports.
Well, think about marble points back in the day.
Yeah.
Think how much, just straight products that were Marvel's name on, whether it was a lighter, a jacket, an ashtray, whatever it was.
The issue I have here is on one aspect, should it have been banned? Yeah. But there is another aspect here. I think that the populace of a country should be allowed to decide.
Yeah.
If they're stupid enough to smoke, which
we all were.
I'll say we all were.
Which I did, yeah. That's my own doing. That's nobody else's. I did it. I decided to do it. People should be allowed to do it. Right? This world control of we're going to ban smoking. Well, by banning smoking, all you did really was say, well, why have they banned advertising for smoking? What are these cigarette things about? So people go and try them. You ban drugs. You ban,
you give them a stigma. You give them a, hey, this is not okay. You shouldn't be doing this. Why do teenagers drink alcohol?
I remember those.
This is bad for you. You're not supposed to do this. And what do the next day? They go and try it.
Oh, I miss those. The old Cafe Creme adverts.
Well, look at the old Hamlet adverts and the Castella demand, yeah.
I mean, you had the Great American Marlboro Man, I mean,
the joke about that was the guy who played him wasn't actually a smoker.
Really?
No, he didn't smoke.
But he died of lung cancer.
Well, I mean, I put my grandma when she passed away years ago. She died in her, early 90s. The woman, I don't think she ever smoked in her whole life. If it did, it was a very, very short period of time, when she was younger. But because of how much the family did smoke, and I found out later on, up until probably about 2 or 3 years before I was born, they all smoked in the house. After I was born, it was very much. I was shocked when I saw old home movies of everybody with a cigarette lit in grandma's house because we were told, you get the hell out of the house with that, for this reason and that reason. Okay, I get that. But no, everybody did. And what did she die from? Lung cancer from secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit on the wall with that one. Martin could probably say better than I can, but secondhand smoke in a normal situation like a house.
The problem was in their house, you had
Different.
like 30 or 40 people with a
Yes.
cigarette at the same time in maybe a 30 by 30 room. Like you couldn't see through the air; it was so thick of smoke.
They still reckon the risk of cigarette-related diseases is about 30% from second-hand smoke.
I mean, I remember when I first had, when my first two when Trenton came along, and I was a smoker. It was make sure you don't smoke in the house. Obviously, that's a given. Don't smoke around the kid.
Yeah.
That's a given. But it was also make sure you wash your hands as many times as you need to make sure there is, after you smoke a cigarette that tars on your fingers. Don't touch your kid without, what.
I've got baby pictures of me dad holding me, giving me a bottle when I was a baby, with a cigar in one hand.
Oh, trust me,
Because my dad always smoked cigars. He had a cigar in one hand, me across his lap holding the bottle with a cigar sticking out while he's feeding me.
Trust me, my one day was probably about a couple of years ago. We were in the car, and I wasn't thinking about the kids were in the car. I hit my vape and blew out the window. Well, it blew back into a certain degree. Okay. And they start, hey, so I put the windows down, obviously clear the car out. You don't just leave that. But then I had to look at them after it was all said and done. But you have to realize when we were kids, we had cigarette smoke doing that. And not just the smoke, because as soon as mom went to ash that cigarette out the window at the wrong time on the highway, that cherry came out the window, right back in your back window and hit you in the head. I've been hit with more cigarette cherries in car windows than I can count over the years.
Yeah, well, you don't have the back window open. Then you flick it out. It's the car behind.
Unless you have that genius that tries to ash their cigarette at the midpoint of the window, not at the back or the very front corner, so it shoots right back in the fucking car at you anyway over the driver's seat.
Roy Castle, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when they first started having no smoking rooms in pubs? They all were dedicated to Roy Castle. You had the Roy Castle room in pubs.
I've never been a bar guy. Even when I did years ago, they were still smoking,
Yeah. And if you were caught even getting a cigarette out in that room, you could be banned from the pub.
Oh, God, yeah.
No kidding.
Roy Castle, record breaker.
Yeah. Even if you were on the way out of the pub.
He was told he had cancer and he only had 12 weeks to live. Good old Roy Castle, he did it in 6.
A record breaker.
Every now and then in life, there are positions you don't want to be first place. I'm just saying.
I just don't care. I don't give a shit. I have achieved this status of being a 100% cunt, and I
want to see which word you use because there's so many.
I'm proud of it.
No, seriously though, you guys have seen me change over the years. You can't have this constant filter trying to keep everybody happy without making yourself miserable. You just can't.
In 53 years, mate, I don't think I've had a day in my life where I've had a filter. I don't. I never filter anything.
I had that lovely childhood trauma of your sibling did this, and this.
No,
and it don't be the same way.
Yeah, no, I've definitely not had a filter since I quit smoking.
I might be nicer around certain people, depending on the subject.
Time of day and subject.
But do I have a filter? No. If I have an opinion, I will say my opinion. And I'm sorry if that upsets people. That's just.
I'll tell you what, though. My dark sense of humor has gotten worse with the company that I keep. And the best thing is when guys at work sit there and try to start doing, those raunchy, fucked up jokes. And they'll sit there and say something. I'll throw one joke out and they'll go, what the fuck? It's like, you said you wanted it. You started it. You started it.
You need me working at your place.
Oh, man. That would be fantastic. I would sit back and go ahead.
I'll kill him in a week.
Well, no, because the guy started giving me shit at work. I think either one or two of them has seen one or two episodes of our show or just seen how I comment on stuff to you guys on Facebook. Because randomly I hear one of them, yeah, mate, thinking it's funny. It's like, you just sound stupid. You're saying it as thinking that it's insulting to some degree. It's not. Like,
Yes. Do they think there might be something wrong then, Mike, with the CT scan, or is it just a general bit of a check?
I was going to say I had CT scan start of this year and a bit of a scare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember, and I had 3 months later, I had the follow-up scan. They said
And it was twins.
it could be an infection, but it could also be the start of cancer. And they didn't pull any punches. They said it could be, if it clears up, then it was an infection. Fortunately for me, it cleared up.
That's nearly as bad as my joke.
I always loved the Kurt Cobain one. You know, no matter if you liked him or not, he was shooting his fucking mouth off everywhere.
That's nearly as bad as what's the difference between Dodie Fayed and Will Carling? Dodie Fayed hit the post and Will Carling scored.
That was before my time.
Can I? No, I can't go away with those jokes.
I can't remember who referred me.
It could, Mike, to be.
Hopefully now it's a checkup to see after you quit smoking for so long what health you're at now.
It could be because of your blood pressure. They might just want to check, give you a bit of like an MOT to find out maybe what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe they're concerned, just want to give you a bit of a check to make sure.
I mean, I don't know about over, with the NHS and everything, but I know certain doctors over here, if you have switched to vaping and quit smoking for a certain amount of time, they will order those just to see if you've had any cell regrowth and,
I mean, I know mine was ordered just as an extension to the test for liver function and that.
Well, yeah.
And in the process, they found some dark patches on my lungs.
Yeah. I know sometimes with blood pressure they like to check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the other one I've got. Because of certain medications, I have thinning tissue that interfaces between. So I've got thinning of the walls of the lungs.
Yeah.
Same as I can start bleeding on my arms and legs and that without any apparent cause.
I prescribe 2 Marlboro full strength.
And a pint of Guinness.
And guess where you will get them stuck? At least they won't give you lung cancer.
You might. Never mind.
That makes me think about that trip to
I don't want to think about your trip to Matt. No.
Oh, I could tell you some stories about that. There are more. That was the weekend away. I discovered that a woman could smoke a cigarette in more ways than just her mouth.
Were you in Thailand and had a ping pong ball?
No, it was in Amsterdam.
No, it was in Amsterdam.
Same idea.
And she was doing ping pong ball tricks.
It was the banana that got me.
See, the
I
bad
literally just moved my head to the side in time.
I know you're being serious, but from being over here, the one time we've heard of that actually being a thing is in like late 90s, early 2000s films.
No, it's still.
And go, that's the profession you chose?
They can make better money than you do.
Probably. Actually, pretty much guaranteed.
And don't please try shoving ping pong balls and firing them out. We don't know.
The accuracy just wasn't there.
doesn't warrant thinking about, Tyler, honestly.
Yeah, my platelets are low. And it's caused by combination of drugs.
Mm.
We'll stop doing the drugs.
Well, no, Mike, that's a good point, though. Until you get and have the test ran and they give you more information, there's no point in stressing about it now and think, oh, the worst is the worst, when it could be just a routine test to make sure where you're at.
Mind you, I mean, equality for work, maybe Tyler could get a job in an Amsterdam bar. Fire and ping
Does
pong.
that mean underlying building might have to give you some blood?
It's been talked about.
Man, Craig's trying to pull it off this ping pong.
And then they do another blood test and the levels rise a little bit.
Yeah.
And they go, right, okay, it's hovering on that line, plus or minus 10%.
A few pints of Guinness would thicken your blood up.
They're getting zero now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could feel your hair is screaming at you, Craig, for saying Guinness Zero.
I know.
Just wrong. Just wrong.
You're meant to have alcohol. So that's the best thing. So
yeah, I'm not
recommended.
Guinness is good for you.
Yeah, it's a full meal.
More Guinness is better.
Exactly.
See, I still haven't tried one. I don't want to buy an American, version, I guess you say, of Guinness, because I know it's not the same quality as what you guys drink. It's not going to taste the same.
Yeah. I do have a combination of anemia and one of the liver disorders, steatic hepatitis or something like that.
Why is it as soon as you say the word hepatitis, it sounds dodgy?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. It didn't get, I know it wasn't meant to be. It was like,
it's not the difference is it's not bacterial or viral hepatitis.
Yes, Tyler, you can catch hepatitis from sexual, but there's about, I don't know, there's 5 or 6 different types at least.
Right. But both of our heads did the same thing when he said it. Is that word just made it sound like a little bit different?
Yeah, I didn't even know the type of hepatitis I've got existed until my consultant put it on paper.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I said, there's bacterial hepatitis that is usually associated with
Hep C. That is
sexual contact. Probably the one that you've got, Tyler. And then
it's really itchy. Oh. Hey, the crabs are my friends.
Well, I suppose you've got to have some friends.
I don't want you to explain it, but go ahead and explain Martin's last comment.
What? The Sticky Vicky?
Yeah, because I feel like that's an actual person, an actual story.
Yeah.
Is this an after show conversation or?
I was starting to think it might be, but I don't know whatever was really a Sticky Vicky. It's sort of a bit like Bridget the Midget, wasn't it? Although she was real.
Yeah, she was real.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be like a stereotypical kind of like construct of the idea type thing?
You know what worries me is at least 2 of you, when I said Bridget the Midget, went, yeah, she was real. I was like,
You've seen the videos as well, though, Matt.
seen them, I still own them.
Yeah, but they're only in cassette because they're really short videos.
She was a famous, I suppose, 80s, 90s porn star.
Something like that. I mean, she worked from being 18 into her 50s, didn't she?
That's something for you to look up. Bridget the Midget.
Between Martin's explanation and then Mike's reasoning,
Mike's reasoning is just like, and yeah, I'm just like,
I think any opportunity Mike has to ruin a little bit of someone's childhood, he's going to do it.
But
anybody that used to be called like Vicky always got called Sticky in the UK. I don't know what. It was just a rhyme thing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, that's like, shoot, what was it now? I can't remember the exact like line to it, but it was one of the songs talking about, so and so's mom's got it going on. That was always. Thank you. It just slipped my head really bad. There was a girl in high school. That was her name. Unfortunately, that was for her. Her dad had also remarried a very, very, very young woman. Like,
I used to go
like
out with
21-year-old woman, and we were in high school, and she was fine as shit. And this poor girl didn't get made fun of, but the comment about her stepmom, I'm sure, wasn't lovely to hear every day.
I actually used to go out with a girl called Stacey after my first marriage. She's a really nice girl, actually, but the amount of ribbon she got over
just the name. And, yep.
And it was at that time when the song was out as well. It was well known.
the one I always felt sorry for was a lass called Josephine. I've still got her on my friends on Facebook. She was keyboard player with one of the keyboard players with Depeche Mode. But when Terrorvision recorded,
oh, for God's sake! I know exactly who you mean now.
Yeah, they needed a keyboard player, so they hired her for the tour.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
But the song Josephine isn't exactly what you think it is. It's about a full transsexual.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I actually listened to the song close enough to know the difference of what it's about, to be honest.
Yeah, the song's about a transsexual.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't.
No, she definitely wasn't. I know she definitely wasn't.
Fucking Terrorvision. That's going.
Oh, back. Martin. No, Martin, better than that one. So, Pumped Up Kicks about the school shooting. It was probably about maybe a month into my new supervisor when he started a couple of years ago, and I had it on the radio blasting full. I mean, this man's about your guys' age. He walks over and goes, "Oh, that's a good song. You never know it was about a mass shooting at a high school." I'm like, "How do you know what the song's about?" He goes, "Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I mean, it was also played on the radio every 2 seconds for a good 5 years straight." It's like, yeah, actually, it was.
Yeah,
it was, and it's still a popular song in my playlist. But it's like, if you really listen and know what that song's about,
Yep.
It is strictly a school shooting song.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went in and shut the school up because she'd been abused by her father.
Yep.
If you want the rest of the story, she just lost it after being abused one too many times by her father.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
There are so many songs.
There's been a few songs like that over the years that you wouldn't know unless you knew.
There are so many songs like that people don't understand.
All I'm saying is Puff the Magic Dragon wasn't about the boy's dragon, okay?
Mission, Butterfly on a Wheel.
Fucking hell.
that was about incest and speedos.
It was.
The thing is that a lot of the music I listen to is lyrically dark,
Yeah.
but I actually pay attention to lyrics. It's one of the reasons I always buy albums in hard copy.
Oh, fucking Bob Bastard Geldof. I hate Bob
And we
Geldof.
all know that you don't mean duck.
No, it rhymes with Doc, though, and he is a complete and utter Doc. Along with Lenny Henry. Oh, that's another person I absolutely hate.
Yeah, what pissed me off? Do you know what pissed me off most about Bob Geldof? He became a multimillionaire from Live Aid.
Mm.
And mid-year went bankrupt twice for the same reason.
Do you know what makes me laugh about Bob Geldof is everybody always goes on about Live Aid. Like he was the only person involved in Live Aid. It was Bob Geldof.
No.
So wasn't
There
that,
was a
that was
lot of
a huge
other
thing,
people.
wasn't it?
Behind the scenes, mid-year was the biggest driving force for Live Aid.
And what really took the piss with that is that was what, 84?
85.
Yeah. And how much money did that cunt make? Because he's never, ever done anything since.
Mm.
Also, all of his trips were paid for. Mid-year paid for all his own trips.
Along with Lenny Henry, who was another one who was involved in that.
Who was paid.
Who was giving it give to the smaller, poor black children, my brothers and sisters. You're from Dudley, you stupid black person. I just stopped myself there.
Mm.
You stupid black bitch.
More to the point, why?
Because it could get us into. But I still stick by the fact that he's a moron who was mildly amusing back in the 70s and 80s.
In the early 80s.
But more, he was funny because of who he was on with.
Yeah.
And now he
One
wants
of
to
those,
use.
he's coattail riding with the guy who actually did the work.
Oh, yeah. Now he wants the UK to give, so many trillion to Africa. Why? Because of slavery.
Who do you think sold the slaves to the whites?
Black people.
It was.
But where does Dudley come into this in the African nation?
That was kind of my thing. Like, how does he have a direct connection to this to where he would be like, when they ask for this
He has
reparation?
no
You know what I mean?
connection whatsoever.
He's another one of these people who gets involved in a subject, and I have nothing wrong with somebody who promotes something and says, we need to do something about this. We should fund, we should help these people. Okay.
But you're not the poster child for it.
He is an unbelievable racist against white people.
And here's the other thing that people don't seem to like to take on board. With the abolition of slavery, the UK spent a year of its total national product setting up the black slaves.
Yep.
They spent a full year. Every penny that the UK made was spent on setting up the slaves with their own homes, lives, work, everything.
Meanwhile, in America,
Yeah.
Well,
America actually continued slavery until the 1920s.
Martin, say what you want because it's ridiculous. The reparation funding is absolutely ridiculous.
See, this is one subject that does make me laugh a little bit for one reason only, because you have people that are from Africa as a descent, everything else, right? And like Mark said, 200 years later, they're sitting there saying, "Hey, we deserve this and that." You can go to Germany right now and give the Germans shit about the horrific things that happened, right? And
you can't.
But what are most of them going to say? Well, you're not going to give them actual shit, but you know what I mean. You go to have a conversation, and 90% are going to say, "Okay, I wasn't there. I didn't flip the switch. Like, do I feel bad that it happened? It should have happened? No, but I didn't physically do it. So why am I responsible now for things that ancestors did that had nothing to do with me?"
Yeah, but the issue in America is that if you listen to your president, he wants to go back to slavery.
If you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of laws changing in the southern states, Matt, that are actually having things already there.
Yeah.
You look though, the southern
natural segregation has never went away in this country.
Yeah. The American Civil War was supposed to be to settle the slavery thing.
Yeah.
The southern states didn't actually do away with slavery until I think it was the 1920s.
And they were still actually post-segregation in certain places, like the higher end places, until what? I want to say 90s?
Yeah.
Officially segregation.
Well, official, yes. But I'm saying like for private, like the one I'm talking about, there's a country club that basically, I can't remember what the name of the country club, they do one of the bigger like golf tournaments. But they basically they have a membership, obviously, for their country club. It was literally only white males up until like the early 90s. Yeah. And they let their first black member in, and then they waited until like 2011 to let their first female member in.
Officially, segregation started to be ended 68.
Yeah.
Although
that didn't fully end it.
The southern states really, there's still parts of it that are still.
But you know what? The funny thing
is, black or white.
The racial part's not that's the funny part, Bill. It doesn't matter what your race is. There are people down there that are very dark-skinned individuals that are very, very redneck.
Oh yeah. If you want to see that for real, go to Louisiana.
I mean, and that's the damn. You go to Cajun country, yeah.
Yeah, you go to Louisiana, you'll either see the Zydeco or the Cajuns, and the Cajuns are white rednecks.
Exactly, Martin.
But the Zydecos are the same. The only difference is they're black. And a white guy goes into a Zydeco club will stop dead.
Yeah.
You have to be, if you go down there, I found this all out because I wanted to do the Cajun Trail, but it included some of the Zydeco clubs. I would have to be invited by at least 3 people from the club
and
to
have
be allowed to
background
go in.
check through them. And oh yeah.
I
guess you're vouched for by certain members already, so know what you're getting in.
It's still like that in Cajun country.
If you
want to go into the black clubs and you're white, you have to have somebody sponsoring you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's like over here. If I go down the street to a certain bar down the street and just walked in, there's a whole lot of, hey Jay.
Hey, Jay.
There's a whole lot of leather vested individuals that is their home bar. You'd be all right walking by the bar, but if you weren't knowing anybody there, you ain't gonna walk inside and order a beer. I'll tell you right now.
Is there lots of dancing in this club?
No, more like your old stomping grounds, Matt.
Oh, Blue Oyster, isn't it?
Wait,
I was just wondering whether there was
Maybe that is your stomping grounds too. I don't know about all that.
Tyler's been trying to go to, he's branching out in life. He's been going to new clubs
Yeah,
of men in leather and I mean,
Those chaps.
yep. He's been
I would never ever.
he's been
when I sit here
polishing
let
up his
any of
caps
these,
ready.
affiliated individuals let you hear him say that about him.
first time he went, he got his weenie out.
Now I can't tell if talking about the hot dogs or that. Oh,
Hey, Tyler, it's entirely up to you what you get out.
Just not on the show.
Yeah, not on the show.
hey, Bill, I'm just happy you're out of towel for the show today. So
We don't need your wiener out.
I have never been on the show in my towels.
you were close a couple times.
No, I wasn't.
No.
I thought you meant he was close to getting his wiener out.
We don't know about that.
I mean, quite
Bill did the
possibly.
trench coat, man. What Bill did in
Yeah.
that trench coat and those seedy alleys of Whitby is none of my business.
Yeah, I must admit, Martin, I would love to go and do the Appalachian. And
As long as you can get back out.
well,
I mean, yeah.
according to my family tree, on the Dowling side, which was my granddad's side, who was the Irish side, which was Dowling is also Doolan. The Doolans, part of the family, went to the Appalachians.
You know what though, Matt? Take the family, thing out of it. I feel like looking the way you do, you could walk through the hills and they'd be like, brother.
Exactly. I'd be all right.
You'd have a jar of moonshine in your hand before you even got out of the car.
But I
Take one with me.
I like the Mount, the Smoky Mountains and the Appalachians. I like some of the bluegrass music, but I love Cajun. There's just something about Cajun music that has always.
Well, there's more. I'll say more.
Tyler
feeling behind
prefers
it.
sort of disco, lots of men.
Disco
type of-
Duck.
Yeah.
We're not disco infernoing over here, boys.
Yeah, that's true, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you, G. I do agree with you. It would involve going to the US, and yeah,
In
but
current standings, that's not a good plan.
Yeah.
It's
Why do you
like-
think I've not done the Cajun Trail? I do have friends out there.
yeah, Tyler does love a bit of YMCA.
Mm.
The bad part is over here, it's actually like a family center.
Which, thanks to the village people, makes it all the more worrying.
It does, actually. I mean, that's where we used to go when we were growing up and you couldn't afford to do anything during the summer because they had free pools and free gym equipment and everything else.
And now you know why.
We also know why Tyler likes to keep a lot of VG about.
Hey, if anybody's got too much VG around, it's fucking Bill, okay?
I've got plenty.
There's no comparison. I've
You
got
can
made in a
never-
spare gallon. This motherfucker's got like 18
You-
cases in the side room.
You can never have too much VG.
I've only
coconut
got,
custard.
I've only got about 11 gallons.
That's a lot of lube.
I've got a couple more gallons arrived yesterday because I bought some more.
Mind you,
Oh.
he is in Whitby.
Price drop after the whole Diddy thing for you. Oh, speaking of that asshole, did you hear what the U.S. government wants to do with Diddy?
Well, I know what I'd like to do with him, but carry on.
Can't say it was on my
This is
top
the
list
second
of.
time they proposed
Yes,
this, and they're actually seriously considering doing it this time for a full early release.
Diddy shouldn't be released.
It's all that baby oil he slipped out of the situation. Hey! Sorry.
Right through the
That
ball.
jokes are us.
But no,
There's
seriously,
a
like,
limit to how much
you're actually
baby oil
talking about
they can
just
get
letting
into
him
the, yeah, there's a limit to how much baby oil they can get into the prison.
And let's be honest, it's because of the people who may have been allegedly at his parties.
exactly. Because if you don't want him to say your name, you're going to get him out of trouble, right?
Away you go, Martin. Away you go.
If for any reason I ever cut the beard off, I'm just going to do the thick, full.
Martin, make sure he's in the lineup of, like, you know, YMCA.
Can we stop with the AI shit, please?
That would be class.
I knew it was Martin.
Martin, what?
Yeah, I can see him
You're
either.
getting paranoid, mate. You just...
Yeah, I can see him either as the cop or the Indian.
Oh, cop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'll say,
Just-
is that more of a stab
I
at me,
think
Matt, or
it's-
where your head just naturally went? But
Well, the rest of us are all on quite small mods, you know, not... And what are you on? Yeah, exactly.
It's
Really.
literally all-
Overcompensating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For something.
I'm sorry. That's all I'm on this week.
Overcompensating for something.
But look at my pretty orange tip.
Why does it just make me think, you know...
All City for the win.
All City. There's no H in it.
I wasn't super pleased with how much it cost, Fallout to get the set, but it did come out nice.
I just can't believe you've that much dedication to All City.
It's strange, isn't it, for somebody over there? I mean,
Never ever seen a match. I'll tell you what's like. I first get the set in the mail, and I take the drift about. Obviously, on the tank it looks fine, right? It matches proper and all that. Dude, the size of this fucking drip tip is absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't imagine anything else it would actually work for. It's bigger than some of my RDAs.
But I mean, I still remember in the 70s and 80s, go to All City, they've got a crowd of 500 and think they're doing well. Go to any of the rugby teams, including some of the second division teams, and that's considered nobody.
Now is it just they're that shit of a team, or just no one cares?
In all, nobody cares. Genuinely, nobody cares.
Mostly, I saw Europeans coming over here for the World Cup and being like, "Why do the Americans they're in U.S. bars with the U.S. game on? No one's paying a goddamn bit of attention to the TV at all. It's like, why do you not care? Because it's not a sport over here that people really pay attention to. It's just not."
Yeah.
Given I said the other day, I don't understand the fascination with American football fans and being as angry as they are, but
Hi, Robbie. Kev.
He puts his special chains through his ears onto nipple clamps. That's what it is, Kev. He says they're for security, but
what are you locking down?
you started last night on Lee's show, so tonight is payback, mate. I was surprised. You wait till if Lee turns up.
I said, "Where is Lee?"
I don't know. It's unusual for Lee to not be about.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
Well, how many of those beers did he have last night after I signed off?
No, not that many. He was quite sober at R3. Well, as sober as he ever is, but no, he was quite sober.
Yeah.
So that's what made it's a bit unusual. I hope he's all right. But
I'll say I'm kind of tempted to just message him. Say, shoot him a message. You probably his actual cell number, don't you?
Let's have a look.
My computer's not been well.
Excuse me.
Well, between at least having her campo dip yesterday and everything else from that cider, and then yeah, just kind of make sure they're all right.
Yeah, Lisa's online. Lee's not online. I'm just wondering whether maybe.
He might be at work.
Well, didn't he say he had to work tonight?
Yeah, but he'd normally still be in. So it's unusual for but
Yeah.
Bet Lynch. Tyler, do you have a longing to wear leopard print by any chance?
No, I don't, and I'm really concerned that it came to your mind.
No, it's more what Kev put in chat.
I don't know about. Is that what it is? But no, these are not my big ear hangers. Those are my big ones.
No, Bet Lynch was barmaid in The Rover's Return in Coronation Street. I had to put up with it in the 70s when because my mum used to watch that and Crossroads.
I'm quite lucky. Alana's not really into her soaps, so that, thank God.
Oh, dude, that was a memory I blocked out. Was Grandma watching those stupid soap operas for like 4 hours in the mornings? It's like, no. You're like 6 years old. You're like, I want to watch TV. Well, that TV's on. That's not what I meant by I want to watch TV.
Not that crap.
I want to watch the telenovela at 9 in the morning.
But was it Crossroads was 6:30 till 7, and Coronation Street was 7:30 till 8. 5 nights a week.
And don't forget Emmerdale as well. When it used to be Emmerdale
Yeah.
Farm.
When it was only on 2 nights a week.
You can tell that Trump has done just enough because he remembers detail when it was on.
Oh, that was trauma-inducing. Nearly
Oh, yeah.
as trauma-inducing as this.
Well, nearly as trauma-inducing as my own mental image.
Oh,
Ah,
that's just wrong. That is so wrong. You know, I'll tell you what, though. That's gonna be a Halloween outfit one year just to take the piss because you guys are gonna say that you won't do it. Oh, we'll do it one year.
I think it, in a strange kind of way, Tyler, it sort of suits you.
Hey, I've already got my jersey for my Halloween costume this year.
yeah, but
Bob Boucher jersey.
yeah, but knowing Tyler, he'd be the one that would shoot himself in the foot when he put his gun in his holster.
That's
I know
true.
somebody that did that.
I don't even want to see him with his gun out of his holster. Thank you. There are limits to this show.
See, this is where terminology makes a big difference. Whether you say water pistol or squirt gun, it gets real dicey. You use the wrong one.
Well, we would call it a water pistol.
Water pistol.
Well, let's put it this way.
I love how fast the med school head shut down and restarted at the same moment.
I do not want to see either on this live. Or
It's certainly not a super fucker.
Yeah.
a squirter.
So are we back to the show?
I used to have one of the super soakers charged up and pressurized in the car.
I thought you were about to say her name was.
And if someone driving towards me at night had the headlights up, as they went past, I blasted them with super soaker.
It's more fun to do it to people if they've got a cabriolet, though.
Oh, it was definitely a lot more fun if they had the side window down.
Not that I would ever.
No.
No, not that I would ever condone such actions.
Yeah.
Do you remember? There's one for you, Bill. You'll remember probably Skegness. Once you've been, it's a bit hard to.
It's a bit hard to forget. Yeah,
You remember the Fisherman Fountain?
yeah.
Well, one year, and this was on the national news, somebody thought it was a good idea to upend 5 litres of car shampoo into the fountain.
I was gonna say it was either soap or bubble bath mix or something.
It was me.
How
Guess
big of
who did
a
it,
bubble
guess who
came
did
out of
it
that?
to the fountain in Queen's Gardens in Hull?
You.
No, my mother.
Oh shit!
It's great the amount because those fountains that like recycle the water.
So it's gonna keep getting worse and
It
worse.
just gets more and more and more. You think, 5 litres, it won't make that many bubbles. Oh, it fucking does, fucking hell.
The thing
A
is,
mile down the road, you can see the bubbles.
Queen's Gardens is one of the old Hull docks, and
Yeah.
it was quite a big dock. And they kept it as a sunken garden. It's about 6 foot down, something like that. The bubbles from that fountain were 3/4 of the way down it. Also, you know the mural on Hull Tech?
Yeah.
You know there was a big red stripe down it that eventually got sort of browner and browner as years went on.
Yeah.
That was my mother again. That was tomato ketchup.
Oh gee.
A gallon bottle of it.
Oh,
It stained the mural. They couldn't get the staining off the mural. She did that in the early 60s.
You know where you get it from.
it's all good fun.
My mum was a student nurse, in the early 60s.
Just causing trouble.
I think she started 1960 as a student nurse. And I'm one of the active members of the Students' Union. My dad was president of the Students' Union
That's
for,
when
for the colleges and the university.
this is when student unions though used to do stupid stuff like jokes. It wasn't anything nasty. It was
Yeah. Rag Week was chaos, but it was harmless chaos, including ketchup down the mural. And
This is a good point, actually, G.
washing
This is
up
a very good point. From a Freudian position, your mother was a student nurse.
She qualified as a nurse as well.
It's not the fact whether she qualified or not. It's the fact she was a nurse. It's the Freudian position on this.
And no, I don't want to with my mother.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just pointing out that from the Freudian,
Triggers some kind,
from a Freudian position.
But my dad did something unusual. He was president of the Students' Union for consecutive years and passed his courses.
It's good going in past.
It's almost unheard of for the president of the Students' Union to pass the course. They normally have to take an extra year to pass it.
So how do you feel about your mother?
She's my mother. She's that person I won't swear in front of often.
No, I got bollock for that day. But anyway,
You guys got me in trouble with my own mother for that one. got me using the word cunt so goddamn often. I walk in front of her and say it. When I drop something, she looked at me, wow. Like, what did I do?
Yeah, but Martin, back then, didn't you notice like the student uni stuff was always fun? It was always like stupid shit. All right, it probably was a bit annoying to some people, but it was always.
So the custodial staff probably hated y'all, but
It was a bit of a laugh. There was never anything nasty or bad, really.
Romans go home.
And there was always the rag mag every year as well.
Yeah.
I know when I went to college in Hull, because it was the same year as my dad had died, the rag mag was dedicated to my dad.
They always had, I mean, all university towns had Rag Week, didn't they?
Yeah, it's second week or third week of the year.
Yeah.
I think it's third week of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
He wants that, guys.
Our Freudian comment has maybe pushed Tyler over the edge. He's now thinking about his mum being topless in the Jeep.
Well, she nearly qualifies as a nurse. She's a dental hygienist.
She's very good with oral
Yeah.
hygiene. Craig, get that dirty thought out of your mind.
I've just finally managed to get rid of the thought I had when you said about the things that were connected from his ears to his nipples.
I'll catch up then, Craig. He's gone.
Don't ever put those two names in the same sentence. My name and Jesus. Good God, man. It could bring down all hell. We much prefer that. Hell and damnation, which is where we're all heading.
I've already been. It's boring.
That's true. There'll be no bosses. It's a Sunday. We'll have to wait till Monday.
That's true. They did all expect the rag week stunts.
Yeah, but it was always sort of a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh. It was. I know. I mean, there probably was a few people got a bit carried away like everything, but it was pretty innocent, wasn't it? It was. Whereas now, uni is not like I remember uni.
No.
Uni now is just about being a left-wing activist. Most of them.
Yeah. I mean, I know when my dad was president, he made a point of spending every last penny they got in the grants and then putting them in the red before the end of each year.
Definitely.
He said, because that's the only way they'll give you any more money.
Yeah. Oh, it's basic maths with that type of stuff. While we're on about Freud, Tyler, have you ever had any thoughts about your mum?
Why did this go from Bill to me? I walked with for 3
Because
minutes.
I've decided to turn this into like a psychological thing. I just want to see your reaction. Have you?
Psychotic, but no.
No?
Like Bill said, that besides certain times that I've gotten smacked for swearing in front of her, you try to behave yourself.
Was that your mic went funny though? Because it sounded like you said squirting in front of her. I wouldn't suggest doing that in front of your mother.
Swear.
I mean,
no, I'm going to clarify that that's just wrong.
Squirting in front of your mother, that's
definitely a new level.
Okay, so So I started to blame G for, and I go back and chat a little bit, and G literally goes, "Jesus, Matt, what did you say while I was gone?" If you get G,
Basically, what I just said to you.
who'd you ask? G?
We're just waiting for your mum to post the next lot of topless shots anyway.
And the worst part is she does it for y'all's benefit now.
Hey, not good news.
Oh, geez. Nasty process, chemo.
Well, yes and no is it kind of the answer, isn't it? Because yes, it is. I agree, but at the same time, it depends how far along the cancer
Well,
is.
I'll say how aggressive your cancer is too. Yeah.
If it's not too far and it's not an aggressive cancer, with chemo, it could certainly.
I say chemo's come on a long way. Yeah, chemo's come on a long way in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
It really has. You know, neighbour of mine's had 3 lots of cancer.
Ugh. I see why G. Ew. Matt, you know, we're talking about not having a filter thing. It was okay to a certain degree. Now we've got to start implementing the filter a little bit.
No,
grab your Marlboro, calm down.
No, the filter is in the box. The filter is thrown away.
Yeah, threw the filter away when I quit smoking.
That's why I said go light your Marlboro Red and calm down, Matt.
You see, it was you bringing up the Freud thing. And
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you that. You should know better than to open that can of worms with you.
Honestly, if nobody's ever read Freud and you're bored, go and read some Freud, because you think
some of that gets perverted.
what I am saying is basically Freud thought every man looked at their mother and wanted to have sex with their own mother.
Well, that was the base of his whole argument, wasn't it?
And he thought that was okay.
Now, was he that way inclined, and that's why you think he thought that way, or just how he thought?
There are rumors that he may have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But
nothing definite, but he certainly came out. I mean, I get it, but philosophers come out with strange theories, okay, and that's how philosophy is sort of pushed along the pathway. But
well, you push the norms to get further into the discussion.
Fuck me, Freud did not push it a long way.
Yeah.
Mind you, another good one.
Can I just answer what Martin said there?
Yes.
The biggest issue we've got is chemo in this country is actually more advanced than in America.
Oh, I believe that.
So the use of mRNA,
they still blanket
genetically designed chemos in this country is a long way advanced from a lot of what America's using.
I say, unless you have severe, funding behind you, yeah. If you're getting that over here, you're getting blanket chemo, and it's killing everything in the area.
Yeah, well, in this country, it's 99% done now. You are tested, and it's genetically tuned to the cancer.
Obviously, lung cancer is not a great thing. We all know that.
Yeah.
But it would depend, Mel, on how far along that is. If it's been found quite quickly, it's kind of good news.
Well, yeah, I said, depending on severity of the aggressiveness of the cancer, how early on you catch it, they don't
Yeah,
have to treat aggressively in the first stages of treatment.
I don't want to say it's good news that you found cancer, because obviously it's fucking not.
Right.
But if you find it earlier, it's better news. I think, yeah. It's the best way.
Either really early or super late. Either way, you know.
If you find it super late, yes.
Oh, no, I meant like way past late for the individual who has the cancer. Be like, yeah, it's okay.
Then they're just going to go in with an aggressive chemo because they've got to take it out of the body, not just out of the lungs.
If it's reached like my dad with his cancer, that was stage 4. If they've reached that level, there's not really very much you can do.
Yeah.
By that time.
If it's reached stage 4, then for about half the people, I would say you're better off saying, right, palliative care. Give me the painkillers and let me.
I like my dad's palliative care. He came up with a brilliant idea. You'll love my dad's palliative care idea. They gave him the morphine, which he was taking.
Yeah.
He kept refusing to go to the fucking appointments because he knew it was bad.
Yeah.
So eventually I got him to go, and I found out off the consultant, because he didn't tell me he had cancer at the time. So I found out off the consultant. But anyway, after that, Dad came up with an awesome way of dealing with cancer. A bottle of rum every night. It's not going to cure the cancer, but it made him feel better.
You might forget about it having it at least for a few hours.
Well, I mean, Ginger Wilder, he's got stage 3 cancer.
Yeah.
And he's refused care. He's just said, give me the painkillers.
Yep.
And he's spending what's left of his life writing songs, recording, and touring. And he will die on stage or in a recording studio.
I don't know how it is graded in America, Mel. Over here we have it's stage 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then there's a proper word for it where it goes from area to area. Oh,
Metastasizes.
Metastasize. Yeah, that's what my dad had. That's what my dad's was doing. And then it's pretty.
That's when you start going for the all-out chemos that just kill anything in your body that's.
At that point, really, realistically, it's
palliative care is. I mean, the better option for the patient.
I've had my own go-to plan if I ever get anything that level of cancer. I don't want the chemo. I don't want the painkillers and everything else. I'm going to do so much LSD and everything that I will see purple dragons till the day I die. If I'm bedridden with cancer, I want to be soaring in my mind.
I need to redo it.
That's good, Mel. Good.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
If they've caught it early and they can use the immunotherapy that Martin mentioned, then it's good.
Yes.
Especially if they can tune to the exact type of cancer he has and directly hit those cells. Yeah.
Yeah, it was immunotherapy that my mum had, which caused the osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Which then it was a calcification that went into the blood system.
I was going to say about that earlier. This is the other problem, of course, with the treatment. Fucked other things up. You know, it fucks your immune system up. It causes, osteoarthritis is quite a common one, unfortunately. Yeah. Yes, we can cure your cancer, but we'll give you osteoarthritis. No, thanks.
Well, no, it's funny to actually bring that up because I'm sitting there watching TV with the kids yesterday, and those stupid adverts for this medication, that medication, all that shit, right? This will cure.
Unfortunately, we don't have that shit.
Well, it's got all annoying over here, and because it's all paid for, so they can put whatever they want and claim whatever they want. Well, the kid's sitting there and listen to it, and all of a sudden it goes from, hey, this medication cures arthritis, whatever it was, right? And then it started listening to side effects of the medication. And I get my kids looking at me like, what does that mean? It's like, it means that it'll fix one thing, cause you everything from, a headache to death as a side effect.
So basically what you're saying is your kids can be sat there quite happily watching their cartoons, enjoying the cartoons, and next, because we all know American TV doesn't do the bit where it fades out and then goes to advert, it just cuts.
Right.
Which is a really shit way of doing it. So the kids are watching cartoons, Viagra for your erection problems.
I was actually going to say, in the last few months, that has been a problem because of all the, I can't remember what company it was that got really fucking popular. It was on the radio almost every day, TV commercials, YouTube commercials, Facebook, whatever. They basically paid for advertising space everywhere.
Do you take a hard line on this?
Not anymore.
No. That's why he's leading the Viagra, because he can't
he takes a floppy line on it.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, back in the days of man, that floppy just ain't holding the information, is it?
Meanwhile, the kids turn around and ask him, Dad, what's an erection?
But
scaffolding. When you put scaffolding on the side of your house, that's an erection.
Well, Mom said
you but no, like I said, there's no, you would think being on a children's program already, they would do something of, okay, maybe we won't play these commercials on this network at this time. Oh no, they'll play the same thing, no matter what time of day it is. So you have to try to explain things, and I've had to come on and mute the TV because why are you muting the TV? I'm like, because there's no point in you listening to what they're talking about. There's no point in you absorbing the information and me having to explain things that you're too young to know about anyways.
Dad, what's Viagra? What's erectile dysfunction? That's a fucking great subject, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
And they'd just be like, oh, by the way, you're talking about this right now with your kids. Why? Oh, because we want to advertise.
It's just wrong. If they were doing it on a normal, not kids channel.
Well, here's the other issue. Now that we use a streaming service, I understand there's not hard lines between channels, but I can have the kids watching Disney Channel and have adverts come on for different stuff. It's no.
On the Disney Channel.
Keep in mind, Disney is linked with Hulu now.
I don't give a shit.
So Hulu uses their space just as much for the freaking advert time.
I know kids in time will learn about things like this, but
I've had to explain more things to my 12-year-old from TV adverts than I have from him learning from kids at school.
Got to go off screen a minute.
Okay.
All right, bud.
You're still here.
I know I am.
You're still here.
I know. I can't work out how to do this. I've never done it before.
Turn the camera off. You can do it.
I know I'm still here.
Hold on. Shall I put his camera back on now?
Oh, yeah.
Just the sound.
No, I'm not doing that. It might be something private, but
As my door's being knocked on. Hold on.
I'm doing prescription. Yeah, that is just scary, Martin. That is. But we're back to the American system. The whole system of America is.
Yeah. Yeah, pay for Prime Video and they still put adverts on before that.
Yeah.
Go ad free, it's an extra $5 a month or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll be honest, nowadays I tend to go back to watching old TV stuff, older programs, older films. I just think they're better made. Everything all right, Bill?
Yeah, it's just me, Mum.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
No,
Sure.
she keep trying to phone me if I didn't.
Yeah. No, that's fine, mate. She okay?
Yeah, I think so. I'll talk to her tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
It's probably because I forwarded an email to her earlier from Folkweek. Because she's stewarding.
Well, it's either that or she's had that, that tingling in the back of her brain. He's telling them stories about things I did in the 60s. I need to call him.
She'd probably tell you the stories herself, mate.
She probably would.
She's only old in age, believe me.
Yeah, I tell when he said, hey, I almost got smacked by his mom.
Well, it was when she was having trouble with the gearbox and couldn't work out what first and second. Me and Matt were chatting online. My mum was through. I still can't get it to go up hills. What gear are you in? Well, the usual with me slippers. No, the gear on the van.
Oh, it's classic.
No, she'd been so used to driving race car, which is an automatic, then goes back to the mobile home, which has a manual box.
The kickdown
Yeah,
wasn't.
I've done that. When I've been gone from the van to my car, I've gone to the clutch in the car. Yeah, there's no clutch.
He's catapulted himself into the windscreen several times.
It's like, oh, that's right. That's the emergency. So, Craig, what does the inside of an airbag smell like?
Good decisions.
Fair enough.
But I must admit, I paid the extra on Disney and that to not get the bloody adverts. I just wish I could do it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I have it for YouTube, but I'll be honest, we've talked about it before. I don't want to throw any extra money into YouTube's pocket.
I mean, I don't get any adverts on Netflix. I don't get adverts on Disney. But the adverts on YouTube sometimes are fucking annoying.
Yeah, with what's going on with YouTube, I'm getting a bit worried about YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
as a platform?
More what they might be doing regarding certain large platforms, shall we say.
Money changing hands again.
And security of personal data on platforms.
Yeah.
Because in America, you don't have a Data Protection Act.
Well, not just that. You've heard of all the new cameras they're putting in across the country, right? There are flock cameras being put up everywhere. Like there was their camera. It might have been Matt. You might have brought this one up. I'm not sure about the woman that one of the cameras caught her. No, it was somebody at work. That's what it was. Basically, long story short, they thought she had stolen something from a store. She went in, got groceries, whatever it was, paid, and left. Well, it turned into a full-out police chase down to her house because, she obviously was like, what the hell is going on? For a camera mistaking her for stealing when it was clearly on video, receipt, everything she paid for, everything she had.
Yeah.
I can't remember how it ended. It was either I don't know if she got hurt or if it was just a big, thing at the end of it, but either way.
Yeah, it's taking the piss, G, because we all use YouTube for the streaming both ways, putting stuff up and obviously watching stuff. And it is making me wonder now, is it worth even starting maybe a Twitch channel and going over There's less
Yeah.
restrictions on a Twitch channel,
Yeah.
so
It would stream the same way.
it's a possibility, and I can dual stream if I want to. So
You know,
Well,
we
that
might
is as well.
start dual streaming a little bit here and there just to set it up and see how it runs. That way, something does happen on this
Well,
side. We can just switch over.
my last experience with Twitch was trying to set it up with somebody who didn't have a clue what he was doing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
he was a dipshit. Oh, sorry, is a dipshit.
Yes, he is. I'm not even bothered about the money type bit for me.
We
to be
just don't
honest.
want to be overly censored just trying to do the show. You know.
It's the government control the people again. That's what it is, Martin. You know, big media like the BBC, who we can all trust because they're so honest.
Nyeh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was saying he's got a point. There's a couple streamers that I watch here and there, and it's mostly just like the comic value of how chat reacts to shit. But I'll tell you what, there's no filter.
Perfect.
No, it really might be a good idea to at least get it set up and do a couple duels to see how it runs.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Because a backup is never a bad thing to have.
Certainly worth looking into.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I can't see, unless a lot of money changes hands, I can't see YouTube pushing the BBC.
I think the BBC will try something
Yeah.
because the BBC always do.
Next year, you need a YouTube license.
Oh, don't even go there.
Don't even joke about
Don't
that.
say things like that.
It's jokes aside, it's actually fucking something they would do.
Yeah, it is. And I don't fancy having to pay for a YouTube license on top of everything else.
Mm.
But this is media trying to control what a speech that we do have.
Mm.
I mean, this is why I watch certain channels, because they are, within reason, not censored.
True, true.
And not biased.
I wouldn't say one of the channels, which is an American news channel, isn't biased, because they most definitely hate Trump.
Yeah, but it's all, factually based for the most part.
Yeah.
Yes, there are certain opinions, but they will state that they are personal opinions in the, episode.
Well, factually, Trump is a complete and utter. Oh, my sound went out for a second then.
Mm-hmm.
A C-note.
A C-nut, yes.
Mm.
I can see, think about though. He probably made that last True Social post at midnight the other night about, everybody coming after him. They went out into the side garden. I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts. Oh.
The Scottish Napoleon seems to have vanished.
Hey!
I'll say, yeah, we briefly talked about that earlier. I don't think anyone's heard from him in at least, a month or two?
I don't know, because
I mean,
he's blocked us from his Facebook.
I'm saying from the last update we got from anything, it's been a minute.
Well, I can't check if he's okay. I mean, something terrible could have happened to Vic.
I mean, he could have tried to hang another shelf and hit a gas line.
Well, no, I meant he could have done another live when I said something terrible. Nobody needs to hear a small Scottish Burke waffling on and about how done to he is.
Hey, he put a lot of work into perfecting that damn method, okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
I said, Jay, we've been watching some channel called the Midas Touch.
Fair warning, there's a lot of uploads and a lot of updates every few hours, so it does get kind of overwhelming if you do keep up completely, but it's good information.
Yeah.
It's good information, and they're trying to get news out, particularly to people in America who are being fed a lot of lies.
Yeah, this is a strange bit though, G, with Napoleon. It's like he's just completely vanished.
Mm.
I wonder if some of his personal opinions trigger certain platforms and they deleted accounts or banned him from access to certain accounts.
No, because his account's still there.
Yeah.
He just isn't posted.
Because I know he got awful close to the line of what part he was supposed to post on Rumble and was supposed to post on YouTube for guidelines for the last dozen reviews. And he might have put the wrong half on the wrong platform, but you know.
I mean, it did come into my head that maybe he's had to go and get a job. I can't see that happening, but you know.
Well, you know, though, all the piss taken out of it, it's been long enough since he got anything from any company. He might actually have had to.
But he would have put it up somewhere, moaning about it.
Mm.
How much did you laugh? He goes to get a job as a bag boy. They go, well, you used to be an influencer, so we can't do that.
That is quite possible, G. That is quite possible. Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't that far off from the bald-headed monk look.
Well, he's not got enough money to join the Fabians.
No.
Now I was thinking more, like the Lost Brotherhood of the Gobshites. Something along those lines.
No, he's a founding member of that.
Mm.
He designed the crest. Oddly enough, it looks a lot like the Black Vine label.
The Guild of the Weak Tea Drinkers.
Mm.
The gang of the milk
Baker Society.
Mr. Intense, long time no see, buddy.
You might have seen us somewhere.
Yeah, it's possible you've seen us before.
Well, remember, G, he has connections high up in government, so he's protected.
Yes, apparently.
I think you'll have to go. You'll have to go up there. You'll have to go up there, won't you, Craig?
Well, I'm up there next week, so I'll pop in.
Yeah,
Just
say the two of you say hi.
No, just go in the same. You'll see him.
Go and buy a couple of steak bakes and sort of put them out somewhere so the smell wafts around the town. He's bound to appear. At some point.
Put him on a fishing line just slowly.
I was thinking of a bear trap, but maybe that's a bit.
Mm.
Well, no, but imagine if you could get him to follow it long enough and then go over to Whitby, tie it onto the damn seagull's leg, and see how far it goes.
We're going on a Vic hunt.
We're going on a Vic hunt.
We all said we're going on.
Vic is a hunt, a complete and utter hunt. Oh, big news this week! Big news. I've ordered something vape related.
Was it cotton?
Concentrate.
No, a hardware.
Ooh.
It AIO or proper hardware?
Don't you AIO to me. No, I've ordered the new dot mod with the rebuildable deck because I quite fancied that one and it was going cheap, so I thought I'd pick one up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, the Dot Pod Max.
Yeah.
What is that? The light one or the normal one?
Normal one. Got it at a good price with the rebuildable deck. It was 44, so
Not too bad.
That's not a bad
I
price.
put a big coil with that today. One of Ian's coils.
Right.
It's better putting a 0.2 coil in it. It's a bit more stable.
yeah.
Would you have it before?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have it before?
I put a 3mm 0.2 in. It was one of John's AIO borrow coils. That
Okay.
it needs a low ohm coil for it to properly.
Hey up, Mr. Intense. How you doing, buddy?
I said, hey Ben.
There's just nothing else worth buying out there, to be honest.
I said that's my problem. I sold those tickets for the Incarceration Festival because, dude, the people that how Facebook groups can be a little bit, whatever. They're never that bad to where you're like, oh, the people are going to be dickheads when you go to the festival. You can tell this year there's going to be fights. Like it's gotten so popular and everyone's, oh, I want to go to this, but you're not a metalhead. You don't know how a metal show's supposed to be. You don't know how to fucking say excuse me, let alone, you know what I mean?
So what you're saying is there's going to be handbags at dawn over the Offspring.
Oh, the Offspring aren't going for this one. But no, this will be a Papa Roach and Disturbed fight. Right.
Well,
So
there was much of a
I have
fight,
sold my
was it?
tickets and freed up a little bit of funds for that. And I was going to buy myself, something vape related. I can't find anything. There is
Papa
no.
Roach, hold on, Papa Roach and Disturbed.
Those are the two main headliners for the night.
Well, it's going to be a crap fight.
It is,
And
isn't it?
mind you, they come on right after like Tech 9. You have Hollywood Undead, Ginger, Tech 9, and then Papa Roach and Disturbed.
Is that it?
No, that's just like the end of the day. That's after like 5 p.m.
So who's
They
headlining?
start at like 11, probably 10:30 or 11. They start bands up.
So who you got? Question: what chipset?
I mean, chipset's kind of up to you, I would think, to a certain degree. Only thing I'd really suggest: please be careful on the filament choice you use for the fucking mod.
Chipset. Personally, I would go probably with.
I mean, Yeehee board would
I'm
probably be.
just thinking. Actually, It's you got a choice you got a choice between three actually, but only two make sense. That's either Revolve or Yeehee.
What's the other one?
Mm.
Dicodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and here's the but, I'm thinking of screen size for Martin.
Mm.
In which case, the Yeehee's probably the better.
Yeah, because Yeehee is a better screen.
Yeah.
Well, it's slightly larger screen too, isn't it?
So, because obviously with your eyesight, Martin, you'd probably struggle with that aspect of it. So the Yeehee would probably be the better board.
The only thing I don't know, because I don't run Yeehee at all, is how much customization you can do to the actual screen itself. Because I know with Evolve, you can go through and change a lot. Obviously, backgrounds, you can do custom bullshit, but you can change, obviously, like your wattage coloring, your everything else where it's easier to see.
Oh, you can change everything on the Yeehee board.
I've never had anything with Yeehee. I've
You
never
can
had
change,
anything
you can change
proprietary in
just
DNA.
about, yeah. You can change just about anything you want on the Yeehee board.
Yes. Yeah, Yeehee have their own software suite,
Yeah, they do.
and it's very easy to use. And to be honest, like Martin, I said about die codes, the reason I would say not to bother with die codes is because I
One
don't,
is
rate,
the expense.
I don't rate die codes.
Well, their
Then,
menu, the
Business
menu is
anyway.
annoying as shit. It looks like.
die codes are very backwards thinking, and they haven't got away from the old screen style.
I'll say, don't they still use a DNA 60 screen?
They still use the same screen style as the DNA 60.
Yeah.
I would say personally, out of the three, I would say if I was building a mod now, I would probably go Yeehee.
No, other question, Martin. Do you have any boards you have that you can sell from other mods, or are you buying?
Nobody make G laugh. Yeah.
There's been a strong gust of wind coming from the.
From the Trossachs.
That's why you Scots wear a kilt.
Airflow.
The thing is, though, if you look around, you can pick up something with a DNA 250C for a similar price to what you would pay buying the board.
Yeah.
Or look around and pick up something like a G-Class on the second-hand market.
50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a Yeehee board.
What wattage do you want for it? Because he could go DNA and just use a lesser and not use a full 250C if he doesn't want that much power through it.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, dear.
In the board size?
So we've got an Englishman, a Scotsman, and a Welshman. There's the start of a joke here. There's going to be a punch up in chat.
Irishman, a Scotsman, and a White Walker walk into a pub.
The Irishman is staying out of this situation.
The Yeehee, everything's controllable from the mod.
And it has better battery balance.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, Martin, it depends what sort of mod you're trying to build. Are you trying to build like a 200-watt mod for sort of higher wattage?
If you've already got one there, a G-Class, so you've got your Yeehee board already. It goes everything through the menu for most, besides, what you really have to for the software.
There is software.
The Irishman's already at home, thank you, Mr. Intense. Fucking Welsh.
I mean, at that point, Martin, if you're willing to sacrifice the mod, I would just take it to the pieces you need it down to, and then just design your print off of that.
Yeah. But for what you pay for a board, it's often cheaper to just dismantle a mod.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, I've even got a CN 166 that the fire button sticks.
Well, take it apart and fix it.
That's why I never got rid of the Hadron LiPo or whatever it was from Steam Crate, because it has a decent DNA board in it, so with the LiPo connection. So if I want to, I can make another box and use the whole board.
I had my 166 out. I put a LiPo in it anyway. trouble is, they only take a very small lipo.
Yeah.
I was actually pricing lipos again this morning.
Boy, you fucked that one already.
That happened about a month ago. I told you what happened with that one. I was a dumbass. I left it. It was sitting on the table. I hadn't used it for about a week, and I forgot to unplug the fucking connector on it, and it parasitically drained the battery low enough it's not charging. Like, it's done.
Mr. Intense, I agree with you on the DNA support and community, but there's a but here. Martin has quite poor eyesight. So we have to think of the eyesight thing for the size of, like, the font and so on.
That said, the DNA, if you use eScribe, you can use it on your laptop and make the screen a lot more readable than on a Mac.
The trouble is they're all such small screens.
It's still a small screen, though, yeah.
Yeah, but you can magnify the screen. Is what I'm saying.
If you're doing a basic, probably not the exact same thing, but a Hammond box-ish type situation, yeah, I don't see why to just gut the G-Class you got, build your shell, and print your shell out, and run with it.
Surely you could run a bigger board, a bigger screen.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not, as long as you can properly desolder the old screen and put a larger one on. I don't see why.
But the Yeehee screen is bigger than the 250C screen.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, from factory, yeah.
I've managed to lose my LiPo box model. Yeah, by about 3 times the size. What do you mean misspent youth? It's nothing to do with youth, so I'm still misspent in it. And no, I haven't got hairy palms, Kev. If you do that too much, that's why.
Have a look on Mod Maker, because I'm just looking on Mod Maker here.
Any of the bigger 510s
yeah.
use.
I say
and they don't have any DNA builds in stock either.
I don't know how much stuff he now does.
Doesn't the G-Class have a decent 510 platform already built into the mod?
I know Mod Maker did start doing a lot of audio, like cables and bits.
Yeah.
He sort of went away a bit from the vaping stuff for a little bit.
Well, he has to survive somehow.
Yeah, well, the thing is, there's not so many people making their own mods anymore.
Exactly, and that's his business, isn't it? So,
yeah,
I've used Mod Maker for quite a lot of stuff over the years, and he's always been.
Yeah, but if it was
I've used them before,
no problem.
Even though he is quite good friends with that twit in a shed, but you know.
True.
We all make bad decisions.
We all have our crosses to bear in life. Victor's is obviously a very small cross.
Very.
And should be inserted.
At the very least, he only needs a small bridge.
I'm just trying to think, because it'd be nice to have like a bigger board, bigger screen, so you can see that bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's... Mike, are you trying to start a cultural war with Scotland here?
He might be.
No, he is.
What's going on?
Some things never change. Very true. Very true. Everybody has to have a purpose.
I have to be honest, I'm not a fan of the DNA board, and I've used a lot of mods with DNA boards.
I'd say the temp protect on the DNA board is really annoying.
Good God, now we're gone back to Monty Python sketches. What do you mean at this moment is mischief? Mike, you're always creating mischief.
I'd say that's no different than any other day.
As long as I've known you, you've created mischief, Mike.
It's when you come on and you're all nice and normal and friendly. It's like there's something wrong with him.
Yep. That's when it gets scary.
Well, that's where he's been taking notes and he's just waiting for the right moment.
Fucking fish fight at dawn, honestly.
Well,
Very true. Yeah, very true. Life is boring at times. 2 hours 20.
is it? Where the hell did that go?
I feel like that hour just went poof.
We're back to puffs again.
Oh no,
So
I've got the
Tyler's
images.
back in the So Tyler's back in the Blue Oyster Bar.
Well, he wants to get down there. It's just open, doesn't it? You got to think the time.
I had to excuse yourself with a trench coat moment for yourself, Bill. So,
So it's about what, 5 o'clock there?
Almost 6.
Oh, so you are late.
So it'll be opening any minute.
As Will Tyler.
5 minutes after he gets in
Everybody
the
have a
club.
good week. We'll see you on.
See you later, G.
Catch you later,
sure.
Jay.
Right, go on.
See you, G. Don't trust the part, bud.
Do your goodbyes before we get in any more trouble.
We'll find a way. That's probably me.
Well put, Kev.
Well, everybody knows where to find us. If you need anything, Facebook group's there, Messenger there, everything else. Try to survive the heat this week, as we've all been doing every week. And
Mr. Intense has asked you a question.
oh God,
It's a perfectly simple one.
hey, at least I never know. Yes, that's where you know me from.
Why? What does he owe you? If he owes you something, no, he isn't.
Kind of conversation at some point. But everybody enjoy your week. You need us, you know where to find us. Craig, say goodbyes, bud.
Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, as Tyler has said, we'll be back again next week. I hope everyone does have a good week. The group is there. If anyone is struggling, I'm up to Scotland from tomorrow, having a lovely guys with my children.
Where are they dragging you?
Have you put the partition wall in yet?
No, one's in the front, one's in the back, and then when we stop, they switch.
So get the Whipple ball bat ready so you can hit
Yeah.
them.
So if he forgets it's an automatic, they may switch sooner than they expect.
Yeah.
Well, it does have the adaptive cruise control as well.
Oh, you can have a
Anything could happen.
Yeah, have a little nap. You'll be fine.
You can have a nap on the way.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
still have to put your hands on the wheel. Yeah, so Yeah, I'll have a good week and I'll pass you on to Bob.
Mike, no talk of this mangina, please. Please, bud.
It's okay, Tyler. It's all out there.
I'm terrified. I'm so happy I live in, at least there's a little bit of distance between me and y'all.
Yeah, we're quite happy about that as well.
Yeah.
We're in America.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Let's not talk about the hardships of the day.
Yeah, no. The group is there, as has been said. If you need us, reach out. We're not always nasty, evil bastards.
No, we're not.
Yeah, and you could even talk to our resident gay cop.
He's always here to help with a hand.
He is.
He had to phrase it in that order, too.
No, take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, your family, and be careful in this heat. Over to you, Matt.
Hey, Matt, get the BG out of your beard, bud. You got a glitter effect going on.
A natural glitter effect. It's not like white glittery bits that have dried in yours.
I wasn't going to ask what you were up to. I bought more BG. Why?
It's a handy thing to have. Yeah, interesting show, bit random, bit of decent information in there. We will be back next week with another show. I haven't got a clue what it will be about, but it'll be about something.
It'll be about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
And at least an hour and a half of piss taking Tyler's.
Well, of course. An hour and a half. You're being generous.
Craig is off to the frozen north,
Yeah.
So I hope he has a good trip up there. If anybody does need us, anything requiring sort of LGBTQ, ZVBD comments, please apply all of those to Tyler.
VHS, CD, NHS. How many actions going to put it together?
Tyler will help you with any information on coming out of the closet. He's very good at these things.
Yeah, open the door.
Yeah.
You said it.
Until next week. When
Tyler at loopholes.com or something like that, isn't it?
Hey, you're top subscriber, bud. Don't act like you're not. Oh.
If you're not already sub Mr. Intense, give us a sub and then you'll know when we're on next week.
Yeah.
So, but we will be back next week. It's more of the same bollocks. So for now, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care, everybody. Have a good